Alright, in this video I'll be showing you how to upgrade or reflash the firmware on a Bitmain Antminer. So there's a couple different options here, whether you're able to get into your Antminer's interface or not. But I'll be showing you both methods. So first you'll want to follow the link in the video description to the service.bitmain.com/support/download, and then download the firmware for your particular Antminer model. So I'll be using the Antminer S17 Plus, but if you have maybe the S19 or S19 Pro, that's where you would go to get their firmware. Then you'll just want to click the download button, and then save your firmware to an easy to remember location like the desktop. And then once it's finished downloading, you can, if you're able to, log into your Antminer using the just local IP address. And then this is also where you could check the file system version, which is what we'll be upgrading. And then under System, you can go over to Upgrade. And then under the Flash New Firmware image, choose the file that we just downloaded. You don't need to unzip it or anything here. Just click Open. And then there's also a little checkbox whether or not you want to keep the settings like your mining pool information, or just do a factory reset as well. And then you can just click Flash Image, and then it'll ask you if you really want to replace the running firmware. Click OK. It says it's uploading the firmware image. It'll just take a minute or so. Alright, after it's finished rebooting, you can go over to the System tab, and then check the file system version. As you can see, for my firmware, it's June 2nd, 2020. Just make sure that that matches the firmware that you downloaded. So yeah, June 2nd, 2020. And then I'll also show you the other method using the SD card. So say maybe you're not able to get into the interface, or maybe the firmware's corrupted or something like that. So you'll need to insert the SD card into your computer. And then first you'll need to format the SD card to FAT32. Just right click on it, go down to Format, and then make sure the file system is set to FAT32, and click Start. Okay, I'll just take a second. Okay, and then after it's finished, just need to copy the file that we downloaded earlier onto the SD card. And then you will need to unzip it. So if you don't have something like 7-zip, then you'll need to download and install that. And just extract here. Fresh. And there it's unzipped. So you can go ahead and eject your SD card, and then insert it into your Antminer. And then depending on what model of Antminer you have, you may have to disconnect some ribbon cables or move some jumper pins. But for my particular model, all I need to do is just insert the SD card, and then you just want to wait a few minutes, and then it'll reboot after it's finished reflashing the firmware, and you can tell when you can listen for when it reboots. And then after it reflashes the firmware, you should be able to log into it through the interface. All right. And if If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Have a nice day.